mind you, when you're walking along the streets in Manhattan, they're actually not far below your feet. I mean, you hear
Yeah,
them rumbling along these trains, and
yeah,
occasionally you can see them through the grills. So it's quite an iconic system. But probably next time we do it. But no, we didn't get around to it this time.
yeah.
But no, it's a great place. Great place.
It just reminds me of the London Underground as well. It's a similar system into of the London Underground.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, similar. Yeah. Um, I'm going to say something. Do you know the closest I've come to being in New York or seeing the yellow cab is from
Yeah.
Alexander Palace.
Oh, right. How's that then?
Right. So
What similarities you mean?
no, there's a telescope there, and you
Oh,
can put
right.
yeah, and if you put some coins in there, you could actually see New York.
That's brilliant.
I know.
Really?
I know.
You winding me up, are you?
No, I'm not Trevor. It's real. I've actually been there. I've actually been there with my son Daniel. So I took him to Alexander Palace for a day
Yeah.
out, and uh, and we put a coin in there. I think it was 50p then. I don't know how much it is now. And you put a coin in there, and if you look through the microscope, or telescope, not microscope, telescope, you can see the yellow cab in New York.
Well, I mean, it
Yeah,
must bounce off a satellite, mustn't it? The
yeah,
telescope. It's got to
it
do
must
something.
do. It must
Yeah.
do. Or it must be that powerful. It's
Yeah.
one of the
That's
things, it must,
incredible.
yeah, it must be that powerful, the telescope, or it might bounce off something, but you can actually see movements. You could see the yellow cab just moving about.
Brilliant.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's the closest I can compare it to is like a really powerful binoculars.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. So like a really powerful binoculars. You can actually it's that close. You can actually
Incredible.
see physically. Yeah. I don't know how they did it, but yeah, you could actually do that. So yeah. So that's my New York there for you. So
Yeah, that's good stuff. One
that's
day
my
you'll get there, I expect. One day you'll
yeah.
get there.
I've got a mate that been inviting me for years now because we used to live in London. I used to live
Mm.
in London at the same time I lived in London, and he moved down to New York, and he's a medical doctor. He's called Andrew as well. Um, so he's been inviting me to come over for a visit, and that was before the pandemic. So I keep saying
Right.
that. So I might actually go. I might actually, I might actually accept his invite and go there for a visit.
Give
Yeah,
it a go. Give it a go. As I was saying, actually, just to go back to about deadlines. So before I go away Saturday
yeah,
week, I'm trying to get these 5 songs. Now I've got three. I'm going to start recording. I hope I get time. NYC tonight.
right.
Um, so if I can do that by the weekend, and I've got one more to do. Now, if I don't get that one done, then I'll send in the 5 songs to Medellin probably within a week or so of coming back from Spain,
All right.
etc. But I'm hoping to do it by Thursday, Friday next week. And the fifth song, which is not completed, but I can only say this just to sort of whet your appetite. You may find it of interest.
Okay.
But yes, I mean, assuming it works and so on, I've got to
Yeah,
finish it. But I just say that you might find it of interest.
yeah. I tell you what, I've actually thought about, but I don't want that to, no, what I'm going to say. Well, anyway, but what I've actually thought about was a collaboration between you and me.
Yeah, that'll be
But
good.
yeah, but I haven't really thought about which song to go with. I was thinking one of your older ones, but I'll see what the new ones are,
Yeah,
and
do.
and then I'll just let you know what I'll need. Um,
Yeah,
you
and
know,
when you say collaboration, then if you're using an existing song. What do you mean? An arrangement of it, something like that?
Yeah, so the sort of collaboration that I have in mind is, so if you sent me the beat, I don't know if you
Yeah,
have, so if you have a pre-recorded beat, say for instance when you finish your song, if you extract the vocals, if you can then have just the instrumentals playing,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and then I can then say to you, Trevor, do you want to send me between 25 to 50 seconds of, I'll stipulate
I see it. Yeah, I see what you mean.
so I'll
Yeah,
stipulate the actual seconds that I want out
yeah.
of, and then I can then go and say, well, can you send me between 2 minutes and 15 to 2 minutes and 30 of that song. But if you sent me everything, I can cut it myself. I can cut out
Yeah.
and rearrange it, and it'll just be, and I can layer my vocals on the beat that is silent, not silent, but the beat
So
that I
can you, yeah, can you separate it out, say from an MP3? Is that what you do?
can't. No, you can't do that.
No, you
Uh,
can't do it from there.
Yeah, no, you can only do it. Say for instance, so if I'm recording now, Trevor, if I'm recording and I've got, let's say for instance, I've got the guitar playing, and
Yeah,
I've got a stem of the guitar playing, and then the next session is like then that's the vocals then. So that's the only way that you can do it. But once it's mixed
mm,
down and mastered, you can't.
yeah. You can't do
It's
it. No.
yeah, yeah. You'll have to go and start and and reconstruct
Mm.
every individual
Each
instrument.
track, each
Yeah,
channel.
so
Yeah,
yeah, each channel separately. Yeah, it's harder.
yeah. We
And
can talk about that and
yeah,
see if we
yeah,
can come up with something. That'd be
yeah.
good.
See, we can come
Because
up with that.
you put cappuccino on our podcast, don't you?
Yeah,
When I looked, yeah, that's good. It's good. Good
yeah.
background music to it, isn't
It is. I love coffee.
it?
Yeah, yeah. I, I walked right into
Good
that one.
stuff.
I love cappuccino. I love cappuccino. I mean, I wanted to say I love the song cappuccino.
He said, "I love cappuccino." I know what
I
you
love
mean.
cappuccino. Yeah. Right.
No,
So
it's
yeah.
good.
So it's a great song. I love cappuccino. Um, maybe that could be the one that I work on.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through your catalog again and just see which
Okay.
one, and just see which one, provided you still got the stems of the recordings, that's great. So if you just sent me that, even if you sent me the whole stems, but as separate files,
Yeah.
not as mixed down, if that makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what DAW that you use to record.
No, as I say, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't even think I've got the stuff for
Ah,
cappuccino, for example.
all
You
right,
know, I don't. I've not retained them all. But not to say I can't redo something. But
right, okay.
yeah, as separately, I'd like to just talk about exactly how we go about doing that.
Yeah,
I need to
yeah,
know
yeah,
precisely what's what, how to do it. But we will do
yeah,
it. Yeah, collaboration sounds good.
yeah,
Sounds very
yeah.
good.
We'll do that. We'll collaborate on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. It was cutting out a bit, and then you went all together. But yeah, I can just about hear you now.
Right. Yeah. So what I'm saying is I'm gonna have to use this the next time. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, because most of what we're doing, Trevor, we're learning as we go along,
yeah, of course. Yeah,
and then see how to improve it. But we'll get there.
we'll
We'll get
get there.
we'll
We
get
will.
there. We'll get there. So on this note, Trevor, we'll I think it's a very good note to end.
Place to end.
Don't
Yeah,
you think? Yeah. So you've been listening to the Alien Spaceship with myself, Emmy Hikins. And
me, Trevor Gear.
yeah, so it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
Yeah, great.